everybody, it's Reckless, and welcome to Breaking the Fourth Wall. First and foremost, I want to apologize if this actually sounds a little bit weird than what it normally would. Last night, the Windows 10 anniversary update actually went onto my computer, and I've been having issues with a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know. It's just going back to my original settings in the sound and having to readjust everything. It was just hectic enough as it was. So if this does not sound very good or anything like that, please let me know in the comments below. That way I can change everything that needs to happen. However, moving on, in this video I will be going over a few things that have to do with the coming SRL. The gameplay you see is from the last year's SRL, and please do not mind the people who are trying to cheat in order to win with their laggy and crappy and shitty internet. Oh, and by the way, they ended up losing anyways. So, as we already know, or if you didn't know, in December 2016, the SRL, or Sparrow Racing League, will be returning in the Rise of Iron. Now, if you didn't know what that is, it's pretty simple. It's racing with sparrows. Now, before the SRL actually came out, I'm pretty sure a lot of us year one veterans got in a group with our friends, picked a planet, and made our own tracks to race on. Don't act like you didn't do it. I already know. Come on, integrity. When the SRL was released for the very first time, in my eyes, it definitely was a great success. Unfortunately, that is not the case for a lot of people in the community that play Destiny. Not a lot of people liked the SRL and felt that the SRL should just be killing other people online and not have a racing aspect in the game. I personally have heard many people say things along the lines of, quote, if I wanted to play a racing game, I'd play NASCAR, Gran Turismo, or even Need for Speed, end quote. However, I seen the SRL as a fun thing to play in Destiny because it was different, and I actually liked it a lot. Now, a few days ago, Destiny's head of events, Jerry Hook, was in an interview with Matt Cameron from Wired, and they had a lot of interesting things to discuss when it came to the SRL. But the one thing that caught my eye was the question, quote, if Sparrow Racing remains so popular, why not make it a permanent fixture within the game rather than a seasonal model, end quote. But Senor Captain Hook took a while to answer the question, and eventually he replied, quote, if there's a huge outcry to make it permanent, we'll definitely look at that, end quote. I mean, of course we want SRL to be a permanent thing in PvP instead of just seasonal. So everybody who wants SRL to be a permanent thing in PvP, get on Reddit and the Bungie forums, because apparently they're listening to those the most, and scream bloody freaking murder to make this happen. Because I definitely want it to happen. Like, badly. And I'm pretty sure a lot of other Guardians out there want it to happen too. So, real quick, I want to give a shout out to my buddy, Hovo Javorkian, because he was my SRL buddy. Nothing against anybody else that we played SRL with, but in our races together, he was my only competition. It was either him or myself that would always be in first place. Always. So, moving on, another interesting thing with this coming SRL is that there will be something for players who don't actually like Sparrow Racing. Go figure. Those people actually exist. It's amazing. Those people will be getting a spectator mode. So, if you don't like racing sparrows, well then you can watch us race them. It's like NASCAR for Destiny. I'm joking, of course. Unfortunately, there is no word from Bungie on what that something is for those people just yet. However, when something does come out and they give us more information, I will let you guys know. If any of you guys are interested in reading the entirety of that interview, I will put a link in the description below. That way you guys can check that out for yourself. Once again, if you didn't catch it the first time, the mentioning of a spectator mode was a joke. Then again, an in-game spectator mode for SRL would be pretty cool to have, because it's not like anybody can cheat, because in order to win, you need to get first place. And as for the last bit of news for the SRL coming in December is that some of the old tracks will have improvements, thank God, and there will also be new Rise of Iron tracks added. But there is no word on what planet those tracks will be on as of yet, and when that information is released, I will let you guys know. However, one thing that you can actually take from that last bit of information is that given that the fact that the old tracks will have improvements and there will be new tracks, you can, I guess, call this a confirmation that the old tracks and the new tracks will be on a rotation, as well as there may be 2 to 3 possibly new maps for the Rise of Iron for SRL. If that is the case, then there will be 4 to 5 maps for SRL alone on rotation, which I would say is a huge improvement from SRL when it first came out. So, with all that said, let me know what you guys think on the SRL, whether it should be a permanent fixture in PvP or if it should just be seasonal, in the comments below, and we could definitely talk about that. I definitely want to hear the community's thoughts on the upcoming SRL and whether you think you guys it's going to be good or bad. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments below. If it was helpful, feel free to share it, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Reckless, and remember, own your success, and I will see you guys next time.
I remember the old days when it was just a sparrow and a flat stretch of land. A lot different now.